Welcome to Intro to Ethics, Theory and Application. My name is Joe Lee, and I'll be your instructor for the semester. Some important questions that we're going to try to briefly go through is: what is ethics? Why study ethics? How do we study ethics? Who should study ethics? Let's go with the first one. What is ethics? Well, we're going to talk about that in the next lecture, so let's not jump the gun on this one. So we'll get to that. You already kind of have an idea of what it's like, but we'll have a more kind of precise definition. Why should we study ethics? Well, there are a lot of reasons. We all use these ethical concepts like good, bad, right, wrong, ethical, unethical, moral, immoral, ought not, should not. These concepts we use, so why not use them well, right? Because most of the time, when we are encountering a ethical situation or we think about ethics, we just kind of go with what we feel, or we just react, right? Or we just do what we were taught to do, right? But we have to then go one step deeper. We have to ask ourselves the question, do we have reasons for why we think something is right or wrong, right? Because anyone could just feel their way through an ethical situation. They just do what according to their feelings. But what if their feelings is wrong, right? What if my feelings told me to kill people? Should I go with my feelings? No, I have to not go with my feelings, right? So feelings aren't the right judgment sometimes of what is ethical or not unethical. And if we react, we don't even think about it at all. Well, in the discipline of philosophy and in ethics, we want to find reasons why something is right or wrong. Now, some of you may say, you know what, Joe, I'm not going to be a philosopher. That's your thing. How is this class going to benefit me at all, right? Well, okay, I think it's going to benefit you in many ways. You're going to learn how to think better. You're going to learn how to see things in a way that you haven't seen before, right? It's going to develop your thinking skills. But let me give you an objective kind of way of thinking about it. Most of you are in some sort of program at our school. And we sent out, as a college, a survey to over 600 employees in the area. And we asked them, what are some kind of core workforce skills that you want in your employees? And this is what they said. Number one was communication. Next, critical thinking, and then you see these. But notice, ethics, right? Now, in our class, what we're going to do, you're going to learn how to communicate, right? Through the discussion and through writing and thinking about these things. But also, critical thinking is going to be a huge component. Because when you're doing philosophy and ethics, you're thinking about things at a deeper level. You're evaluating things. And notice ethics here, right? Okay. Well, how do we study ethics, right? If it's not just feelings or reaction, and you want reasons behind what is right or wrong, then what are the tools that we use? Well, we use reasoning and arguments. This is not like an argument in terms of I argued with my girlfriend last night, but an argument as in you're stating a point and you're defending it. We evaluate, analyze concepts, right? What is the concept of right or wrong, good and bad? We understand opposing views, right? Have you ever been in a discussion with someone where you think, gosh, they don't understand what I'm really saying, right? Well, when you engage in the material that we're going to be engaging in, it's going to make you smarter. You're going to be able to understand opposing views better. You're going to have mind-blown encounters with some ideas that you've never thought of before, or maybe you thought of a little bit, but in a way that's robust. It's going to be awesome. Also, you're going to be continuing to work on critical thinking skills. And what do I mean by that? in that you're developing, you're a college student, right? You're in college, and what you're learning to do is be able to see. I mean, if I could just show you the difference between Joe now and Joe when he was a young student, you would see the vast difference. What made the difference? Well, one of the primary differences is my critical thinking skills. When you get good at that, you're able to kind of look under the hood of how people think, or concepts, or arguments. Okay, and that's going to help you in any job. In any kind of, you're in a situation and they want a problem solver, you'll be able to think through a problem. Okay, be able to represent an opposing view fairly and objectively without charged language. And this connects with the next point. Work on not being defensive when your view is being challenged. A lot of times I've noticed that people are not able to receive any kind of evaluation of an idea that they have. Why? Because they think that if I evaluate the idea, that therefore I think that you are wrong. I may think that your idea is wrong, but I may still love you as a person, right? But we in our culture seem to take it so personally that we don't have the ability to look at an idea fairly and objectively and think about it and say, hey, this is a good idea, this is a bad idea. Because if we have bad ideas, shouldn't we reject them, right? And if someone points that out, that should be something like we should thank them for, right? But a lot of times we have this, we don't want to seem stupid, or we think that we have to seem, together, when the purpose, right, is to actually have it right. So what philosophy, and hopefully this class will help you do, is that you will kind of let go of some of those defenses, right? And also that you will be able to represent the other view without charged language. Oh, that view is this view, and it's only stupid people believe that, or something like that. That's charged language, right? Can you represent another person's view fairly, so much so that the other person thinks that's you said it better than I could have ever said it? That's the goal. And if you can do that, then the next step is evaluation. And if you can evaluate after you presented the view so well, they're going to listen to you a lot better. Anyways, there's a lot more stuff that we're going to do. But how are we going to study ethics in our class? Well, we're going to, these three parts, it's kind of sequential, but not necessarily. The first part, the first few weeks, we're going to work on our critical thinking skills. I'm going to teach you a lot of distinctions, and that's going to help you carve out ideas. And then we're going to study some major ethical theories, and then we're going to do a major project. But every week, what we're going to do, we're going to have some lectures, we're going to have some readings, we're going to have some quizzes, an exam every few weeks or every month or so, some journal entries, a discussion forum, thinking about a case, kind of interacting with one another, and then you'll have the project. Who should study ethics? Everyone. So I'm glad you're in this class. I know probably a lot of you are taking it because it's a requirement, but hopefully you'll get something out of it. All right? Okay, I'll see you online. Bye.